Welcome everybody to another episode of Supreme Ruler 2020 as California, or in this case I guess you could call it the Greater California Empire, I suppose? I don't know. There's no way to actually change the name of your nation, which would be interesting to give the name of Empire, but I suppose there's no point in that. And yes, I know it has been a while since I've done this series of episodes for this particular nation, but what can you do? So anyway, let's continue on, and last up there was nothing to do other than seeing what the world's going on, but also our preparations for invasion. After all, we do need certain resources, such as, I don't know, oil, I suppose, in Alberta, and I think it was also coal as well, which Alberta has a lot, Alberta has a lot, which would be nice to have as they already have certain mines. But there's also one other thing that I'm really interested in, and it's not in Alberta, but in this nation. Saskatchewan, I can't say the name, but look at this. There are already mines mines have already been built here, so that could be useful for us. Although I am a little bit sorry. Let me rephrase that. To be honest, while it would be nice to have, I am a little worried in terms of population wise, because currently there's over 69 million people living in the now seemingly growing California, but I'm not too sure about the power demands when it comes to Alberta and this. I'll just call it this nation because I can't say the damn name. What can you do? After all, here they have over 1 million people. Alberta has over 3 million. May not seem much, but even just those numbers made me a little hesitant to even try to attack. But what can you do? So, a quick summary of the world. As usual, Colorado is still here. What? Chile. 7 days of military goods. Why not? A little money would be nice. Research breakthrough. Anti-personnel munitions. That's good. Several military facilities. The research centers. Are they? Yes. It's this. So gotta remove all that. What other facility construction? Power demand. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, everything is actually going well, surprisingly, and finally Colorado is gone. Texas has taken most of it, but Wyoming, Utah, I guess they have taken a little bit of chunk of territory, I suppose, but nothing much. Oklahoma, on the other hand, this doesn't make any sense as to how they could have a territory up here. Oh well. But still, Colorado is finally gone after, what, 2-3 episodes? I don't know. Texas is pretty large, actually. But what's going on down here? Okay. Mississippi has landed here. They have now made progress. Mexico has retaken one of its oil derricks, or was that always under Mexican control? I don't know. But they're still strong, and they are holding off any possible attempts, if the Texans could do that, of any advances into Mexican territory. So these cities are off limits, it seems, for now, with also these patches of other blobs, I guess you could say, of Mexico. As for the rest of our empire, though, we're pretty strong at the moment. Mexico has an attempt to declare war to retake almost all of its former territory, bordering Arizona and here, where the roads are, but that's fine. Move that. Ally under attack by New Brunswick. Yeah, I don't see the point of this. Right. Anywhere else? Cuba. Nope. lump sum of... okay. Anybody else? No. South America... Argentina's actually hold off the Brazilian advance, even though I recall the Brazilians did make a pretty big push, but have now been pushed back, so that's not good for them. Ah, the Imperial California class. Nice. I'm rather curious about the Imperial name on some of these ships. Even when you place the United States, the name Imperial is on the very front of each class names, but well. Who else are they at war with? Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, and Venezuela and Guyana. Where's this? Ah, here. Okay. Okay, go over to the Pacific. There's not much going on, other than, if I recall, oh yeah, I did do a, oh yeah, right, my, Let's Play of Australia scenario of liberating East Timor, which epically failed. It failed miserably. Oh yeah, that was embarrassing. But I am planning to perhaps go back to that and maybe try again, and maybe this time try and see if it's possible to gain certain designs to land troops. Hopefully, because there's only one design that you'll be able to land troops anywhere you want. The rest, you need a goddamn seaport. Elsewhere, not much. Asia, Manchuria's holding out, as usual. The Koreans are kind of resting, I guess. East Siberia and... whoa, where? Oh yeah, Central Siberia. They're holding. Uh-oh. Okay, looks like, Inner Mongolia is slowly going to become extinct, is going to be erased from the history books, I guess, because the Northern Chinese have made a remarkable massive push, and have surrounded the capital. Although it looks like there are partisans, I guess, that have rebelled and are trying to fight back, but there's nothing the Inner Mongolians can do. Okay. As for the war between North and South China, South China has been... what? Okay, this is interesting. Japan has landed on Chinese soil in Rizhao. Okay, that's interesting. If these frigates, or wait, transports I mean, would move, but they're not moving, probably carrying more troops, I guess. Well, maybe not all of them, but anyway, before that. Fine. Okay, that's interesting. Well, South China has made a push, but they've stalled. Elsewhere, Tibet, it's scattered. Kyrgyzstan, I hope I said that right. They are holding. Mongolia is not being touched, except here. Are they at war? Yes, they are, but it doesn't look like the Northern Chinese are attempting to push into their territory, at least for now. How long Manchuria is going to last, that's debatable. Elsewhere, Bhutan, Nepal. Oh yeah, the Indo-Pakistani War. Massive stalemate. No progress. Oh, Oklahoma. $313 million for industrial goods. Okay. Bangladesh has expanded a lot on land, but by sea they are trapped. There's nothing they can do if the Indian forces would just try and take these towns. But they're much more but I guess they're much more busy against Pakistan, so what can you do? As for Southern China, meanwhile, which I forgot to check, Vietnam is holding out, despite a bulging push down here by the Southern Chinese, but they're holding. Hong Kong is not at war, but the Taiwanese have strangely taken the waters around it, so that's interesting. The Southern Chinese are also at war with Myanmar. Are they at war with Laos? Yes, they are. But there's no point of advancing since these mountains, hills, and trees can drain resources, military goods, really quickly. Okay, that's fine. Up here, nothing going on. Not even in the former Russian Federation. Georgia, nope. Israel is long gone, divided by Syria and Egypt. So this is a rather interesting shape here. Iran's in the middle of a multi-front war, even though they're somehow still in the UN, which I don't quite get. They're at war with Armenia, Kuwait, Oman, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Syria. No change there. There's no new second Iran-Iraq war, so that's not happening anytime soon, which would have been interesting, but I don't know about that. Elsewhere, Ethiopia has made a massive push, but Sudanese forces have held off. But this is going to be a long war, I guess. And of course, the fact that unless there is a mod or something, South Sudan is independent in reality right now. But in this case, this is a very different world since South Sudan never gained its independence, it seems. So, I don't know about that. Elsewhere, the Congo Democratic Republic. The Congo is bankrupt. It may not be long before they fall, but to who? Well, I don't see Gabon's names, although I may need to... Wait. Nope. Nope. Gabon's not at war with the Congo. Instead, the Congo may fall to the CDR instead. So that means, once that's taken, maybe not, the Congo Democratic Republic would finally concentrate everything against Angola. I don't know. Elsewhere, Botswana is long gone on the division by South Africa and Zambia. Rather interesting, since Zambia's only entry into Botswana territory is this bridge. Eh. Are they at war with anybody else? Maybe not. Oh, tech level, huh? That's fine. Military facility, supply depot, thank you. Anywhere else in Africa? Well, if I recall, yeah, Ghana and Burkina Faso are at war, I think. Yes, they are. But, this is not going to end anytime soon anyway. Up here, between Morocco and Algeria, rather interesting. Europe, Barcelona is getting crushed, at least that's what it seems like, between Paris and Marseille. So, who's to say if the Marseille forces could even just send their troops down here, but that's not gonna happen. Elsewhere, uh-oh. South Germany is not looking good. Yep, they've lost. It wouldn't be long before the capital of South Germany, Munich, would fall. West Germany, meanwhile, while our ally, they're not in the UN anymore, as they have declared war against Sweden and Poland, of all countries. That and their forces are being crushed. The same with the Poles, but I don't know. I really have doubts about this war. Oh no. There's a bridge here, but unless this engineer group will be destroyed, there's no way they're gonna cross. So Swedish and Norway? Yeah. Norway, no, whoa. They're bankrupt. This will be bad news if they somehow fail, and all of this is under West Germany's control. Oh boy, that will be rather interesting to see if that actually happened. But sadly, it looks like they're not going to be able to cross here because the bridge has been damaged heavily. Elsewhere, South Germany, the Czech Republic. There's not much going on. The war between England and Paris is not going to go anywhere because the bridge here is too damaged. Or rather, a tunnel. That's what it actually is in real life, I recall. Milan, not much going on, even though they are at war with Hungary.